the Hornets and the voice of the Creator. When we go back for the Exodus and we have to then go and clean out the land, and there's a lot of land to clean out, there are two things that are going to be going before us. Actually, more than just two, but two major ones. And the biggest of them is the voice of the Creator. And we know from, if you read the Ten Commandments, people cannot hear the voice of the Creator. It's just too powerful. And you could say, well, yeah, but I read about the Messiah in the New Testament and people were talking to him. He was in a body form at that point in time. When we're in the Exodus, he's going to be in spirit form, and nobody can handle the voice of the Creator unless the Creator allows them to handle his voice. And so when you think about the Exodus and you're thinking about the Ten Commandments and he does the voice, they're all on the ground. They are shaking, crying. I had a vision very early when coming to faith on this particular point, and I can tell you nobody stands among that kind of power. He could have been the most gentle thing in the world. He could have been the most loving thing, and again, he is to us. But that doesn't mean we get to stand in that presence. The power is just, it's not even describable. You know, it's not somebody who could just kill you with a thought. It's somebody that would kill the universe with a word. Not just the planet, not just the solar system, but the entire universe with just a word. Just, I mean, power radiates off of this. Radiates off of him. There's no way. You're going to be on the ground crying. I was. Like I said, my vision, I was crying. I woke up in the middle of it. The vision wouldn't stop. I could not stop crying. I was scared to death. And because of that, it's taught me how to pray. I've actually had some people say on here, why don't you pray before you start doing something? And I said, well, you wouldn't see me if I'm praying, because I don't pray sitting up. I pray on the ground. That's where he taught me. And that's where I belong, because I can't be in that presence. I can't be there. But when you read, you know, then the first question is, well, how did Moses be in his presence? Well, because he allowed Moses to be. And there's another issue with regards to those who were allowed to be in his presence. And we get that in Numbers 11. The leaders, the 70 leaders, they went up and they got to eat and drink around, whether it's the Creator, whether it's the Messiah, it's the same entity, type of powerful entity. We can't be in that presence. And so if we look at that, we have this amazing thing, and that is those leaders. And so in verse 11:25, then the Lord came down in a cloud and spoke with him being Moses, and he took some of the power of the Spirit that was on him and put it on the 70 elders. So the only way they can be in that presence is he has to put part of that Spirit of him that allows them to be in the presence and puts it on them. If he doesn't put that thing on you, there's no way you can handle it. Now, this is why I made this video, and this is why I'm making this point. If the voice of the Creator is going out in front of us, again, there's no battle, there's nothing that we have to deal with, because they're all on the ground. Nobody can be in that. Nobody's standing in front of that voice. And he doesn't have to speak and you can't be there. I mean, just if he's around, that the power is just beyond belief. So nobody is standing up to that, and I mean nobody. And I don't care who you are, I don't care how strong you are, I don't care how righteous you are, you're not standing up to it. So certainly those who are in the unrighteous, they're not standing up to it. But if we think about it this way, and this is just a logical extension, nothing more than a logical extension. When we go out to do battle, does the Creator have to put some of that Spirit on the warriors? Because they're going out when that voice is going in front of them. And, you know, if we're going out to war and he doesn't put that Spirit on us, I can tell you where we're going to wind up. We're going to be right on the ground. You know, do not pass go. As soon as we are out of that protective covering and that voice is there, we're on the ground. So the only way we're able to go forward is because he has to allow us to go forward, which means he has to put some of the Spirit on us to allow us to go out. And that, again, that is not, I don't see that in a verse. That is a logical extension of what's there. I know that he's going to be speaking in front of us, and I know that we can't be there. We can't be in the presence of that voice. It's just not going to happen. It would not happen without him putting some of that spirit on us to handle that. The other thing that goes out in front of us is hornets. And it's an amazing little thing. And so I'd like to read some of the verses on it, because there are not that many verses. Exodus 23:28, I will send the hornet ahead of you to drive out the Hivites, Canaanites, and Hittites out of your way. Canaanites will be, as we go up, the Hittites are basically Turkey, Upper Syria. But we have from Joshua 24:12, he's actually doing that from Ammon. I sent out in Joshua 24:12, I sent the hornet ahead of you, which drove them out before you. Also the two Amorite kings. You did not do it with your own sword and bow. He's sending out hornets in front of us. Okay. Now in Deuteronomy 7, verse 20, the only other verse that we have for these hornets. Moreover, the Lord your God will send the hornet among them until even the survivors who hide from you have perished. So these things are not just playing around type of hornets. Now, I'm immune to bee stings, so to me a hornet wouldn't be a big deal. If I got stung 30 times, it wouldn't really be that big of a deal. I'd feel it after 30, and I've been stung a number of times, over 30 times. So I feel it when I get stung over 30, but it doesn't really do that much to me. But these are going to kill you. These are going to kill you. Because those who are hiding from us, they're going to die by the hornet. So these hornets aren't going to be playing around. And so I've researched the actual hornet. It's called an Asiatic hornet. And so I'll give you a photograph of this hornet here. But, you know, it's another statement in life that we want to be on the exodus because we don't want to be opposed. You never want to be not with the group because that voice would kill you. And again, the hornets are going to nail you. I mean, every little thing is out there designed to, you're either with me or you're against me. And I want to be with him because I don't want to be against that. First of all, I want to be with him, but I can tell you right now, I would not want to not be, because holy cow, it's too much. It's just too much. And again, just a voice. No way. No way you're living through that one. Because when you, just being in the presence, even if he's not speaking, you're on the ground crying. That's what happened in Exodus. They were on the ground crying. They couldn't handle it. They said, we're going to die if you do this. That's what it is. Nobody's puts up with that kind of power. Nobody's able to live with that type of, and I'll leave it at that.